All right, welcome back to the Baseball Diaries. It's just me and Tyler for the moment. We might get one or two or both of the other ones at some point. We don't know.
Just
We
the
know
OGs
it's just the
right now.
OGs for the time being. Before we get started, I'm going to give a big shout out to the Irish Football Federation. Huge win over Hungary today. That was awesome. The scenes from bars all across Ireland and England and everywhere else supporting Irish football, awesome. I think Nick's actually drunk already. I'm not gonna lie, based on his most recent text.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No idea what to do with that.
Neither do I.
It's it's more incoherent than when my blood sugar's 30.
Yeah,
Do
so
with that information what you will, because normally when my blood sugar's 30, I can't speak English.
he can't speak at all. It's not like he learns a new
It's
language.
like,
It's its own language.
but the fun part about having my blood sugar that low is like the sentences sound normal in my head, but when it comes out, it sounds like you're having a stroke.
That's actually I didn't realize that it sounds normal in your head, and that actually makes it somehow funnier.
It's much funnier when I wake up the next morning completely fine.
Yeah.
Anyways,
All right. So we
baseball news.
yes, baseball news. All the awards have been given out. All of them. I mean, there wasn't any real like.
It wasn't like a snub.
No, I
Was
don't think there was an actual. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think there
the
was.
only thing that bugged me a little bit was the first team MLB
That's
pitcher.
true. That was right. The first, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
look, I don't hate not giving it to Chris Sanchez if you give it to someone who actually is deserving of it. Like if you gave it to Paul Skeens, I'd be like, yeah, fine.
sure, yeah.
They gave it to Max Fried. Chris Sanchez had 4 more WAR than him, a better ERA.
Basically,
Everything,
everything was better for him. Quite honestly,
everything was better for Chris Sanchez, and that's the only one I had a complaint of.
yeah. I mean, the only reason they gave it to him is quote unquote Yankee bias, and this is so I am
But that's one
done.
where it's
I'm done
actually
fighting.
prevalent.
Yes, I'm
Like,
done fighting with JT and Nick that there isn't a Yankee bias. That that is what I'm going to use to say that there's a Yankee bias. I won't even talk
Chris
about the MVP.
Sanchez, Chris Sanchez was better than
Definitively
Max
better.
Fried in every
Yes.
category. And look, I don't dislike Max Fried. I didn't even dislike him when he was a Brave. But that one right there, I'm like, is how?
He almost had double the wins above replacement.
Almost. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
very
it was
close.
almost double the wins above replacement. Chris Sanchez had the most wins above replacement in all of baseball for pitchers, at least for
And look,
pitchers.
I'm not going to sit here and argue that he should have won the Cy
No,
Young because
no, you
no,
can't.
it was Paul Skeens' award the entire way. Look, I saw people making the argument about the win-loss thing. I'm like, okay, look,
Piss off with wins and losses.
if we were in the 1950s, fine, whatever, you can make that argument and get away with it. It doesn't matter. Paul Skeens was the most dominant pitcher in the NL.
He was the most dominant
Forget
pitcher
it.
in baseball. Like Tarek Skubal was amazing. Was the most dominant pitcher in the American League. The most dominant pitcher this season.
Overall, it was Paul Skeens.
Yeah, it was Paul Skeens. He had he had a sub-2 ERA. He had 187 and 2/3 innings pitched. He had the second most wins above replacement, just behind Chris Sanchez. He had 216 strikeouts. I mean, he was the most dominant pitcher. And it was weird because it was different than it was last season. Because last season he did it by striking out the world. This season he still struck out people at a what 10 point something strikeouts per nine, which
I think it was 10.6.
still ridiculous, but it was a step quote unquote down from last season because he even said he started the season by saying, I want to go deeper into ball games. And that's what he did all season.
Yeah, and he was still great.
Yeah.
And good for him. I mean,
Yeah.
the kid is wicked.
He is. It is, and it's honestly nice to see finally like a new I feel like when's the last time we've seen a pitcher this young be this dom? I don't know. Kershaw?
Kershaw, maybe you could argue Strauss.
Yeah, but Strauss was hurt for so many years, and not only that, but
Strauss was hurt for so many years, but like when he first came up, I mean, I feel like his pitching debut was almost as anticipated
yeah,
as Paul Skeens was. I feel like that was of the same caliber.
yes,
Scherzer and Kershaw, when they both debuted, when they faced off against each other, it was kind of the same thing there. So I feel like those three are the same level of comparison. I don't think there has been a more anticipated debut since the early
Since Strasburg.
2000s.
I would say since
Yeah,
Strasburg was the most anticipated, but I'm saying the most. It's cool to see a pitcher come up, win Rookie of the Year, and then win Cy Young. When is the last
yeah.
time that's happened? What was that? Dwight Gooden?
I would have to say it was
Not Dwight.
Dwight Gooden.
Wait,
Maybe?
am I even thinking of the same guy? I don't think I am.
I'm pretty sure Dwight Gooden
Okay.
was a pitcher.
Yes, yes. Okay. I am thinking of the same guy, and I know for a fact he won. Yes, he did. He won Rookie of the Year and then Cy Young the year before. Was he the most recent? I'm pretty sure he was.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Okay. Yes, I understand it was Paul Skeens. The one before that. My child is very upset right now.
Come on, child.
It was Dwight Gooden. Wow. I'm good. Damn it. Like, yep, I'm good. It was Dwight Gooden and Fernando Venezuela won. Well, he won Rookie of the Year and Cy Young in the same year. But regardless, Strasburg, yes, was was as anticipated as Paul Skeens, but it is nice to see someone come in, win Rookie of the Year, and then win Cy Young the next
I
year.
think it's
And
really cool to see a pitcher deliver on the hype that they
yes,
were supposed to be giving.
yes, completely agree.
It's very cool. Like,
It is.
I'm very happy for Paul Skeens. I'm not mad in any respect. I think he's done a great job.
Nick hit the nail on the head picking Paul Skeens as Cy Young, by the way.
I thought we shouldn't have allowed Paul
We
Skeens,
we we were on
honestly.
the fence. We were so on the fence because we were like, I mean, come on, like really, like we all kind of it was. We all
I
kind of
mean,
were like,
Paul
it's
Skeens felt like the obvious
it
pick.
did. I mean, he was up there with like Zach Wheeler, with
Well, like I don't think I was even allowed to pick Wheels.
I don't think you were either.
And after that, I was like, honestly, there are a bunch of great pitchers in the NL, and I chose one that I thought was under the radar.
Spencer
It
Schwellenbach
was
was your choice.
no, he was
Oh, he was your
Schwelly
dark
was my
horse.
dark
Zach
horse.
Gallen was your pick.
Gallen was even a dark horse kind of
Kind
pick
of, kind
because
of.
like I didn't want to pick anyone that was like for sure going to be top 10, and I
I
wanted
don't
I
think
wanted
either of
kind of
us
like
picked anybody top 10.
no, Tyler, I'm pretty sure that you and I had agreed to not pick a top 10 guy to try and win the Cy Young or any of the
Well,
awards.
that wasn't the. No, I mean that wasn't
No, it
our
wasn't like no, it was no presumptive favorite.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was no presumptive favorite, which in my mind that eliminated Paul Skeens. That eliminated Zach Wheeler. Who the heck
Yeah,
won the? Who the heck won it last year? Why am I blanking? Oh, Chris Sale. Chris Sale,
yeah,
Tarek Skubal. Like those names were blocked out.
yeah. No, and that was obvious. I mean, it just seemed like Paul Skeens was in that territory. It's like he just won Rookie of the Year. Of course, he's going to be a Cy Young favorite. And I mean, I guess Nick wasn't present for that rule laydown, but whatever.
I mean, we put it in the text chat, but he was Paul Skeens was still a fence. It was a on the fence. Do we allow it or not? I will give him that. Like next year, there's no
No,
fucking way he's allowed to. There's
yeah,
no way
oh,
he's allowed to
absolutely
next year.
not.
But like this year, I was like, all right, fine, you can pick him this year because it also like it was still very unlikely. Like yes, he had a dominant last season. It was can he do it another year? How many players have fantastic? Michael Fulmer won Rookie of the Year. Does anybody remember like the last time he was fucking relevant?
No,
Like it's been like since his Rookie of the Year. Like
that's true.
so, it's kind of a one where we were on the fence. Like next year, no, he's not allowed to pick him. He's off. He's off
No,
limits next year.
Paul Skeens is off limits next year.
Okay. Anyways, let's
Do
go
I
into.
think he repeats? Probably not.
I it. I don't know. Like
Dude, if I had to put a bet down right now,
if I
I
had to
think
put a
I'd
bet
pick.
down, I would.
If I had to put a bet down right now, I think I'd bet Yoshi.
I'm not taking that bet. Like I'm not taking that
well,
bet.
no, because
Yeah, I don't know.
but I,
I don't. That's what I'm saying. Because at this point, I'm like, I don't like. It's like him and Shohei are two like people that are in Major League Baseball currently. That I'm like, you can't tell me like. They can't do
I
this.
think I think we have to, as the sport continues to evolve, I think we have to become comfortable realizing that Shohei is a far better hitter than he ever is a pitcher. But that's the thing.
In
Like with
2022, he was 4th in Cy Young vote.
I'm aware of that. I'm just saying I think he's a better hitter than he is a pitcher.
I'd say currently, but but also he sets the last two. See, the thing is that when in 2022, he had an 874 OPS, which is still fucking amazing. Like that's still a
Yes.
all-star position
I'm
player.
not even
No,
I'm
no, no, I
not
know.
even trying to take a dig at him.
No,
I'm just
I know
saying
you're
I
not.
think he's a better
I
hitter than
agree.
he is a pitcher.
I agree, but I'm saying like that was 2022. He set the standard at 870, which is fucking insane. Even as a position player, that's gonna win you top 5. And if you're a good defensive, even an above average defensive player, that could land you in the top 5 in MVP voting
It could,
easily.
yes.
Like
No,
just
and
that
I
and I'm
and
saying if
I
you're a right fielder, then not only that, then he pitched at I think it was a two it was like a 2.24 ERA for the season, something like that, which is just stupid. And he made like
really
170 innings
feel like
pitched.
you have to see him get back to that
You
exact
do,
level.
you do. But even this season, he had a 2.87 ERA. Like that's good,
No, that's fantastic. I'm just saying
which is very low innings pitched, but still.
I think he's a better hitter
Well,
than he is a pitcher
and
at this point.
what I think he did though is I think he just set the standard so high because he went from
I do agree with that. I think his standard was set way too high.
well the standard of
Because you can't expect him to do that every
no,
year.
no, and I'm sorry to say, but offense is what wins you the MVP. And I think Shohei may have realized that in 2022 because I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I went back and looked because I was
His last year was better than this year, and he still won
no question,
MVP this
no
year.
question. But no, that's not what I'm getting. What I'm getting at is in 2022, I don't care what anybody says. Shohei was absolutely railroaded for the MVP. Aaron Judge won it that year. I understand. Judge hit 62 homers. That's great. Shohei had an 874 OPS with I think it was 30 something homers, and then was 4th in Cy Young voting. How can you not say that guy won the MVP? And I think that year he realized, well, if I don't hit at, if I don't, hitting is what wins you the MVP at this point. When's the last time a pitcher has won the MVP?
Kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna lie.
The last time a pitcher won the MVP was Verlander in like 2013, which sure, I think it's incredibly hard for a pitcher to win the MVP, no question. However, this year you could argue that Chris Sanchez had the most wins above replacement in the National League. He finished 15th in MVP voting. Paul Skeens,
Based on the circumstances around it, I feel like Chris Sanchez should have been much higher because he was our number 2 and was elevated to being our ace. Look, I'm not disputing anything that was voted. Genuinely, I think the voting was as good as it's been in the last 5 years.
completely agree.
And I'm not mad that Chris Sanchez didn't win MVP. Should he have been higher than 15th? Probably. However, I'm not arguing it. I feel like it was as fair as it's been in the last 5 years.
And like for example,
And realistically, no, I didn't think Chris Sanchez would win MVP. No fucking shot. But should he have gotten more credence based on the situation around him? I feel like that one's a fair argument. Like he probably should have gotten a better shout at MVP voting than he did.
And even the guy who won the Cy Young, Paul Skeens, had the same wins above replacement as Shohei Ohtani. He finished 6th. Fucking Geraldo Perdomo finished higher than Paul Skeens did in MVP
Okay,
voting.
Geraldo Perdomo was a dog.
He was.
He was a dog this year.
He was.
I mean, I didn't expect it, but also he was a great pickup in fantasy. So
fine.
Thank you, Geraldo.
Trey Turner, who was out for a third of the season, finished higher than Paul Skeens did. Corbin Carroll also finished higher than Paul Skeens did in MVP voting.
Let's take a pause on Trey Turner real quick. You weren't wrong. You were just early.
Exactly.
He had that push.
He did.
It was there.
It was there. But so that's like my point is that like, man, like pitching does not win you the MVP anymore. And I think and then I think Shohei Ohtani realized that in 2022 when he got fucking railroaded for that and was like, you know what?
I
I'm
would
going to
agree
become the
with
best
that.
pitcher on planet. I'm going to become the best hitter on planet Earth. And if my pitching takes a step back, okay, what do I sit around a 3 ERA and still help my team out in
He's
insane
not
ways?
even. He doesn't even have to worry about pitching that much
Yeah,
in that rotation.
no, exactly. In
Like
that rotation, he
he
never.
can be the 5, and he's better than whoever's going up against him.
Yeah, he can be the 5, on most teams, he's the ace. On most teams in Major League Baseball, he
I'd
is the
argue
ace.
on like probably 90% of the teams
I
he'd
would
be an
say the
ace.
only teams that he's not quote unquote the ace is the Mariners, the Phillies,
Phillies, Mariners,
the Rangers because of DeGrom.
the Rangers because of DeGrom, the Dodgers because he's on them.
Yes, I mean,
I mean,
what other?
it's like
Oh, I guess maybe the Giants because Logan Webb.
God bless Logan Webb.
But like
What a
honestly, but also like it's a toss up. Who's a better pitcher, Logan Webb or Shohei Ohtani? I'm like Logan Webb's gonna give you more innings pitched, no question. But Shohei Ohtani might be more dominant.
Logan Webb's gonna give you 200 plus innings
Yeah,
every year
yeah,
and a ungodly amount of groundouts.
yeah. And then he's gonna finish third in Cy Young voting again for the 15th year straight. Like
Yeah.
he is the Jose Ramirez of pitching, where he
It's
just gives you
always a
every
bridesmaid,
like
never a bride.
yes, he is always and not only that, but he puts up the numbers to be the bride always.
Yeah.
It's
I
so
mean,
that's
Logan Webb's having a Zach Wheeler esque career, except
he's a step behind. He's a step lower in dominance.
yeah, it's less dominant because of his statistical output.
God, I
Like,
mean, Logan Webb should have gotten more. How the fuck? Okay, they say he only put up 3.8 wins above replacement this year. I'm saying no.
I'm struggling
I'm
to
saying
believe
that's
that
low.
one.
So he went 34 innings. He went 34 games started. 15-11, 3.22 ERA, 207 innings pitched, and then 224 strikeouts. His issue is he gave up the most hits in all of baseball, which I'm not gonna lie,
I,
as for his future, that scares me a little bit.
it does, but my thing is with Logan Webb, he's never been a strikeout guy. His
No, he's
whole
not.
thing is
Get ground
contact.
outs. Yep, weak contact.
And so him giving up the most hits in baseball, it's like, well, you know what? I'll kind of take that because
Because he's still at a 3.22 ERA,
yeah, he's still at a 3.22 ERA.
which is
It's like
really good. And he gave you 207 innings pitched. Like he's a dog.
he's going to go deep into games. He's going to give you innings, and he's going to give you a chance to win baseball games. I don't think Logan Webb ever wins the Cy Young, but
He's gonna have the most second and third place finishes of all time.
yeah, probably. I mean, the dude's he's just a grinder. Like, that's what he is. And, I mean, honestly, good for him. Like, the guy he is a dog, and I respect him a ton, but he's never going to win a Cy Young because his numbers just aren't flashy enough for it.
He'll never put up a sub 2.5, which is still that is a great standard. Like if you
Yeah,
give me a
it's a
2.5 ERA,
fantastic
that's an
standard.
ace. That's an ace.
And he is an ace.
Yes, he
Like,
is. No
Logan
question.
Webb is an ace, but
All right.
his problem
Yeah.
is
He's just
because of his style of pitching, he is prone to give up runs occasionally.
which is crazy to me because of like if we were looking at a guy who struck out 224 and 207 innings pitched, if we looked at that guy in 2002, he'd probably lead the league in strikeouts per nine.
Probably. Well, wait. Two?
I guess it's Pedro time, so maybe not. But like
maybe not.
he'd be up there.
I'm also thinking like
Fine.
you know,
Let's put him in 1992. We put him in 1992. They'd be like, this guy
he's leading the league
is
in
the
strikeouts.
most dominant strikeout pitcher on planet Earth. And now it's like, yeah, but he only strikes out like 9.7 per game.
Yeah, because I'm also thinking like previous Giants pitchers, like big time Timmy Jim. Like, I mean, he's not the ace on the staff with if Tim Lincecum's there,
No.
obviously, but
Yeah.
God, I miss that guy. Ah, fuck. I always miss Tim Lincecum.
You always have to. All right, let's go into the awards real quick. Let's start with 2025 Comeback Players of the Year. We had, you nailed it. Yeah, you nailed it for 2025 Comeback Player of the Year, Jacob deGrom in the American League.
Yes!
Yeah, thank God.
Yes!
Finally.
Finally!
Like,
God, I wish my Cy Young one for him would have worked out.
I wish, like, I know he didn't win Cy Young, and he didn't deserve to win it.
No,
But
he didn't.
he was what? How did he not finish? He wasn't even. Oh, he was eighth, which is still really good. 172 innings pitched, 2.97 ERA.
If I'm not
And
wrong, I did double up there, right? Like I think I doubled up there.
what do you mean?
Like I think I doubled up him comeback player of the year and Cy Young.
No, you had Cole Reagans for Cy Young.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, we all had Cole Reagans
He got
basically.
hurt. He got hurt.
Yeah,
That's a punt. That's a
yes, that's
punt.
a punt. He was, yeah. Me, you, and
Sean.
Sean had Cole Reagans. So wrong there.
That's
Now
a
for
punt. It's a punt. It doesn't matter.
yes, for National League Comeback Player of the Year, Nick hit it on the head. Ronald Acuna Jr. Which am I the only one that feels like that one was a weird one?
I feel like that was a charity vote more than anything
Like
else.
I won't call it a charity vote. I just think it's like there wasn't anybody who like came back and stayed healthy all season. I mean, don't get me wrong, when Ronald Acuna Jr. played, he was great. He had a 935 OPS. He just didn't I mean, he still missed. I mean, he only played 95 games. So like
He's also
he's
probably the most injury-prone player in the entire
yeah,
sport right now.
I don't know about that, but he's definitely up there. He's one of the most injury prone players in the league. I'd have to think for a while to give you who I would think is more injury prone.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not giving him number one
but
injury-prone player
he's definitely
definitively, but
yeah,
he's up there.
for sure. You had Matt McClain. That was not a good pick. Don't worry,
No, it
I had a
wasn't.
much worse pick. I had Sandy Alcantara, which was far worse.
Well, because he just sucked.
Yeah,
Like that was just unfortunate.
yeah. And then Sean had Nolan Arenado, who also just sucked. Oh, I also didn't go into the everyone else's picks for American League comeback. I had Trout, Nick had Felix Bautista, and Sean had Trout.
Well, Trout wasn't even a bad pick.
Yeah, but
Like
Trout wasn't good this year, and I hate
no,
saying it. Like it
no,
hurts.
he wasn't good, but he wasn't a bad pick at the
No, of
beginning of
course,
the
well, of
year.
course, he's Mike Trout.
It's
Like
Mike Trout.
I don't care if you told me if you were gonna say he won MVP, I'd be like, I mean, I could see it. But the fact that he only put up a 979 OPS this year and 1.5 wins above replacement when he played 2/3 of the season, oh,
Well,
it's
the
just
Angels are a dumpster fire, so
that's true.
like just leave it at that.
Yeah. So we were all wrong there. And Felix Bautista, was he? Did he even play this season? Like honestly, I know he
I
did,
think he
but
pitched the
not a ton.
last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like that was probably it.
So we'll give Nick a pass because he didn't really have a fair shot. All right, manager of the year. You had AJ Hinch, Terry Francona. I had Alex Cora and Terry Francona. Nick had AJ Hinch and Carlos Mendoza. Sean followed me and went Alex Cora and Terry Francona. None of us were right. Not a single one of us.
I also think the AL one was really stupid because why did Steven Vogt win it 2 years in a row?
Because
If anyone was gonna win it this year, I don't think it should have been Steven Vogt. I definitely think it should have been John Schneider.
Oh yeah, Josh. I think you're. I think that's.
I think it should have
Fuck.
been John
Hold
Schneider.
1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. I mean, genuinely, I still think it should have been John Schneider. He turned that team around and it was a fucking mess. Me and Tyler both picked them finishing last in the division. I don't see how it's not John Schneider, but you know what? It's not my decision to make, so I'm not faulting the voters, but I genuinely don't see how it wasn't John Schneider this year. That's my personal opinion. Could it have been swayed by the fact that the Guardians had that comeback? Probably. But still, I think it should have been John Schneider. I just think he did an unbelievable job managing that Blue Jays team that no one, and at the time, no one rightfully believed in. Realistically, you're not in a problem situation.
I'm back. I forgot that I had something in the oven and I started smelling it and I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, no, I was just talking about like how it probably should have been John Schneider because
Yeah. I mean,
no one believed in that team rightfully.
except for John Schneider.
Like, and there was a reason to not believe in that team.
They finished in last place last season.
Like, and that's where you and I predicted them to finish.
Yes.
And John Schneider turned the entire ship around and got them to the fucking World Series.
And that's where
that is where my my gripe with this pick lies. Like, I understand that Stephen Vogt turned around that team and got them to win the division.
No question.
Cool. John Schneider did a better job.
John Snyder took a team that was in last place last season, put them in first place, and then not only that, they had the best record in the American League, and he took them to the fucking World Series. And this is the only award, in my opinion, that I think playoffs should matter. I don't know why.
I would agree with that. No, I completely agree with you on that standpoint.
I also think because it's hard to tell who the manager of the year is during the season a lot of times. I think when you make your most crucial decision making as a manager, it is in the playoffs.
It's in the playoffs, yeah.
So I like, this is the only award where I'm like, playoffs should count. Playoffs 100%
Yes.
should count. All the other awards, I'm like, no, it's regular season only. Manager of the year, I'm like, playoffs should count, because I'm like, again, you make your most crucial decisions in the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
For example, the year that you remember the year that Blake Snell got pulled out in the World Series?
Kevin Cash.
Kevin Cash
Yes.
won Manager of the Year that year when he blew the World Series.
That should have forfeited it.
Yeah,
right there.
exactly. That's where I'm like, no, you got, like, that's, I don't think it should be everything. Don't get me wrong. Let's say, for example, the Blue Jays won the division and then they got knocked out the first round due to they just happened to whatever. I don't think they should.
They ran into a buzzsaw.
Exactly. Run into a buzzsaw. You know what? No, that I don't think that forfeits them from winning Manager of the Year. However, you take out Blake Snell in the World Series when he's thrown a dominant game, man, that should be in consideration.
Yeah.
I don't think it forfeits you.
Blake Snell looked like the best pitcher of all time
in that game. He gave up 2 hits. Both were bloop shots. Like, nothing was like scorched. It was fucking bloop shots over the second baseman, and then you yank him. So that's why I'm like, I personally think Manager of the Year should land you.
Manager of the Year should have playoff consideration.
Yes, agreed. I don't think it should be everything, like I said. Anyways, the winners were Stephen Vogt, who, like we've already said, I can see the argument, but I disagree. I agree with you. I think John Snyder should have won it.
But it should be John Schneider.
Yeah, and then Pat Murphy, which that one's a win. That's a slam dunk.
Yeah, that one's a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's a slam dunk. Yeah, it definitely. Also, Craig Counsell getting 4th. Come on, man. Come on, really? What? He got outmanaged by Pat Murphy big time. And Pat Murphy,
at least he finished behind Pat Murphy. If he had won it, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Craig Counsell had like an entire roster. Like, he had a very good team.
He's not going to have one next year. Well, yeah. I guess we'll see what happens.
We'll see. Okay. After that, shall we go Rookie of the Year? Rookie of the Year. You and I both had Jackson Jobe, and we both had Bubba Chandler. Both of those are
okay. So Jackson Jobe wasn't a bad pick.
He got
hurt. Bubba Chandler, that's more on the Pirates organization as a whole.
True. And then Nick had
They called him up too late for it to matter.
Yes. Nick had Christian Campbell and Chase Dolander. Both of those were just bad picks. Sean had Jackson Jobe and JJ Weatherholt. JJ Weatherholt never made it to the major leagues.
And that's just void.
Yeah, that one's just void. Jackson Jobe got hurt, so void. The winners, never would have guessed, in the American League, Nick Kurtz.
We also didn't see him coming up midway through the season and being the best first baseman in baseball.
And hitting 36 tanks. Like, in 117 games, he had 36 tanks.
I did not have that on my...
Like, oh my... What is that for the season? Like, if he would have played a full 162...
I think it's 52.
Which puts him on pace for the record as a rookie.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Let's see. I'm going to do the math on it because I'm just genuinely curious. 117.
I'm not going to do the math on it because I hate math.
It's 47 homers, which is still a good season. Like, still a very good season considering you put him on 1 dot. Also, did you know he had the longest home run hit this season?
Yes, I did know that.
493 feet. For a grand slam, by the way. 53 dead center. He also had one of the 2 He also had one of the 2 4-homer games this season.
Did he? And he almost had a 5.
Yeah, he almost had he was inches from a 5-homer game.
And he also split votes with his teammate.
Yep, Jacob Wilson got second with. I mean, Jacob Wilson.
Dude, The
A's are going to be
Athletics got
good.
some ballers.
Give them 3 years, and the A's are going to, when they're in Las Vegas, they will be good. When they are the Las Vegas Athletics, they're going to be really good.
Yes.
Especially if they actually follow through with what they were saying. They've been saying that once they get to Las Vegas, they're going to start spending money. Which also, I'm from Las Vegas. I do want to see them spend money. However, if I was in Oakland,
It's tough to trust the leadership there.
true. But also, if I was an Oakland A's fan and that actually started happening, I would be so fucking mad.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like,
And you've
my
had valid reason to
God.
be mad.
Like, and I genuinely feel bad for him. Like, even
Yeah.
being from the city where they are going to, I feel bad for them. Where I'm
Well,
like, man, I wish they didn't do it.
you as a Las Vegas native, I feel like you'd feel better if you had your own
No
team.
question. I've already said Las Vegas Gamblers
We've
should have been the
just
team.
Yeah, no,
Their
you've
logo
just
should be 4 aces. Should be the 4 aces across
well,
the dome.
I was thinking
Oh,
Gamblers, or I would call them the Aces.
could be that too.
Wait, no, I don't think it can be because I'm pretty sure that's your WNBA team.
Yeah, you're right. It is. Fine. So Vegas Gamblers or even Bandits. I don't know why I think Bandits fits.
Bandits, I think, would work.
Yeah.
Someone's okay. There we go. I think my grandma just called my mom. So, oh wait, what time is it?
5. Well, your time 5.
Yep, that's my grandma. Say hello to my grandmother, chat.
Hello, Brennan's grandmother. All right, National League. I already said who we all went with. We were all wrong. We weren't even close actually. It was Drake Baldwin, which did not see that shit coming at all.
He didn't even start half the games at catcher, which kind of surprised me. So, I mean, and he had a great season.
He had a great season. 810
He had a great
OPS,
season.
19 homers. I mean, it wasn't
He was good. Like I'm not gonna hate on him. He was a good player, but
man. I think if Cade Horton just had more innings pitched, I think it's his to lose. Quite honestly.
I would agree with that. I feel, and even with the innings pitched amount, I still think Cade Horton probably should have gotten it. But
yeah,
it's whatever. The Cubs just
22
discovered they had
starts,
an ace. Like
118 innings pitched, 2.67 ERA. Man, I think the issue is his dominance just wasn't there. He only had 97 strikeouts. So I'm like,
what? Okay, so for Cade Horton, my thing is he doesn't need to be as dominant because the Cubs' infield defense is as good as it
yeah,
is.
it's great.
Like, I mean, even in the playoffs, their infield defense was the. I mean, it was
Dansby
the
looked like a
highlight.
fucking vacuum cleaner. My
I genuinely thought Dansby, if the Cubs had gone to the NLCS, Dansby had a chance to be NLCS MVP.
based on his fucking defense.
He was on another level in the postseason.
The entire middle infield for them, it just felt like if you hit it up the middle, it was an out.
Didn't matter. Didn't
I
matter.
didn't care if you hit it 120 off the bat. It is caught.
It's
It's a ground out because
an out,
Dansby's
and
going to get there for whatever reason.
it's an out, and it's a double play. And it's going to be a solo turn double play because Dansby gets to everything.
He was like,
He was on fire.
I remember
and I
just
was
watching the games. I'm like, how the fuck is he getting to that?
I remember watching the games and being like, Dansby got to that? That
I'm
was
like,
125 off
yeah.
the bat.
I remember watching it and just being like, oh, I thought they banned the shift. Like, and
Yeah,
like, oh, they did.
It's like
No,
they did. It's just Dansby's getting to fucking everything.
yeah. It was ridiculous. Anyways, that's NL rookies and AL rookies of the year. Let's head into the Cy Youngs. Again, we all went Cole Reagans except for Nick. Nick went with Logan Wow. I just
Gilbert.
had a stroke. Logan Gilbert.
None of us got it.
None of us got it, but Cole Reagans got hurt, so fine.
But also, Tarek Skubal was the
We all
obvious
wanted to
pick.
go Tarek, but he was banned. We told them.
You and I also wanted to go him last year.
Yes, but he wasn't banned last year. We just didn't have the balls to say it last year.
We had the balls to bet it, though.
We had the balls
You
to
and I
bet it.
both. You and I.
Well, I didn't bet it, actually. I didn't bet it last year. I know you bet it. He was who I wanted to pick, but I just wasn't certain, and I should have. I
I
should
was
have.
glad because the payout was very nice.
Yes. Now National League, you went Zach Gallen. I went Hunter Green. Hunter Green got hurt most of the season. It's bullshit. Zach Gallen just sucked.
Hunter Green's got to stop fucking.
Yeah. Yes. Nick went Paul Skeens, and then Sean went Zach Gallen. Hunter Green just had dick problems all season for some reason. For liability purposes, I'm joking. He had groin issues.
Yes.
In the American League, it was Tarek. It was Tarek Skubal. Like it was Tarek Skubal's to lose all season. And I felt like it was like close between Garrett Crochet and Tarek Skubal until that complete game 13 strikeout game when he threw the 103 fuck you fastball
And
as the last pitch of the game.
was like the beginning of the season. That was like third month.
I was gonna say I think it was like a third of the way through the season, and I still remember watching that and just being like, oh, so Tarek Skubal's gonna win the Cy Young.
Live.
Yeah, we're just like, okay, so Tarek Skubal won Cy Young. Just give it to him. Like fucking hey, man.
I mean, and the thing is, for me, Crochet winning it died when he gave up a homer to Austin Hedges.
Well, and like by wins above replacement, guys who were close were Crochet and Hunter Brown, and both of them like were very like they were good. Like they were very comparable to Tarek Skubal. However, you could just like there was just a disconnect. Like it was immediately like okay, yes, you were fantastic. You were very close to Tarek Skubal. However, Tarek Skubal was still better. Like it was so close. You were like, wow, you almost beat Tarek Skubal for the award, but unfortunately, Tarek Skubal still won it. He was still better than you. Skubal had 31 innings pitched, or I'm sorry, 31 games started, 195 and a third innings pitched, 2.21 ERA, 241 strikeouts, led all of baseball in WHIP with a 0.81 WHIP and a 187 ERA plus, which is just stupid. Also, in his back pocket this season, he put up best in all of baseball, a 7.30 strikeouts to walk. 7.30 strikeouts to walk. Now let's put this into perspective. Jacob deGrom has the highest strikeouts to walk of all time in baseball history. He has I think it's 5. I want to say.
I think so.
Let's see. 5.37. So Tarek Skubal this season had I don't know a full third better. He had over 2 strikeouts per walks better. I don't know how to say that actually, but you know what I mean. Like that just like that's stupid. Like he said no to walks. He had 33 fucking walks this season. He almost had as many games started as he had walks this season. He was 2 shy. Like he had 2 more walks than he had games started this. Like that's just fucking dumb. Yeah, Crochet, Hunter Brown, fantastic seasons. Thanks for coming. Maybe next year. But you're going to have to try again, and you're going to have to try and take it from the guy who, for some reason, just put up, he won the Triple Crown last year. He had a better season this year. No question. Like, no question he had a better season I'm going to stick by that. I'm going to say he still had a better season this year. Yep.
He did.
It's just stupid. Like, how did he win the Triple Crown and get better? And then next year he might do the same fucking thing.
He fucking might.
All right. National League. We already went in. I don't even think I should deep dive into it. We all said it. It was Paul Skeens. Right choice, both of them. I wouldn't have hated Christopher Sanchez winning it just because of the innings pitched. Kind of tickles me. But the fact is that Paul Skeens still had a sub 2 ERA.
Yeah. No, I mean it's like I'm not even that mad about it. The only thing that pissed me off was the first team all MLB thing.
Yeah, that was stupid.
That was it.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Like the Cy Young, I think Skeens deserved.
Yeah.
And like, will Sanchez win a Cy Young? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, he could. He very well could.
Good.
And I think he showed that this year. But
this year was definitely his breakout party because last year he was really good. He was very, very, very good last year. He wasn't ace level good last year. He was 2 level good.
This year he is ace level.
No question. Absolutely no question.
So, absolutely he could win a Cy Young, but Paul Skeens winning it, I thought it was deserving. Like, Paul Skeens deserved the Cy Young.
Also, I was saying, I said this earlier. I think I put on Twitter. Chris Sanchez, Jesus Luzardo, and Zach Wheeler all were in the top 9 in Cy Young voting this year. And the fact that that team lost in the NLDS is fucking mind blowing. Honestly,
It's
like
more
I
so on
understand
the
it's for the
offense.
it's 100% on the offense. 1,000% is on the offense. But I'm just like, how do you have the 3 guys in the top 9 in Cy Young voting? And I mean, I get it. They ran into a
To
buzzsaw
be
in the
fair,
Dodgers.
we only had two. We only had two.
True. That is true. You only had 2. But still, it's just like, man, that's nuts to me.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, you have Chris and you have Jesus, and both are top 10 in Cy Young voting, and you can't beat them, and you're just like, damn, what's wrong? It's like, well, very clearly it's the fucking offense.
Yeah.
Because the one game the offense showed up, we fucking bludgeoned them.
That's the
And
issue.
it wasn't even close. The one game the Phillies offense actually showed up to play the game, they beat the shit out of the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And then went to sleep for the remaining game. To be fair, I'm not gonna put all the blame on Orion Kerkering. All of that was not his fault. The offense should have showed up.
Yeah.
Should he have gone to first? Yes, absolutely. He should have gone to fucking first.
However, you can't win a lot of ball games after you score 1 fucking run. Like,
Correct.
it's
Tyler, what is the best way to win a baseball game?
score more runs than the other team.
And what did we not do in the postseason?
Score runs.
So realistically, what were you hoping for? Also, like, Orion's been bad in innings where the bases are already jammed no matter what. He's pretty much always allowed an inherited runner to score. The best thing to do with him is to bring him in with a clean inning. I mean, he throws 98. Should he theoretically be able to get out of that? Yes. However, not every team is the Dodgers.
It happened. All right. Last voting, or last award, MVP. Okay. You went Dadley Rushman. That was not a good pick.
No, that was a terrible pick.
Ellie De La Cruz was your National League pick. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't
He
fantastic.
did let me down.
He did let you down.
me down.
Gunner, I went with Gunner, and
I
so did
finally
Sean.
believed in him.
I
I
know.
finally believed in him. And he let me down.
And
That's
you killed him.
unfortunate.
Like it's you believed him in it, and he died. Sean and I both.
You know what that means? That means I'm going Shohei next year. Because apparently everyone
Well, he
I
was off
picked
limits,
just...
though. That's the issue. But maybe for you, maybe not. We might let you pick him just because we know what happens with your picks. Like the
See?
only pick that you've had that's been right, or even a good pick, has been Jacob deGrom.
Thank you, Jake. What a guy. He's so great. I love him.
Sean and I both had the same picks. And, we both went Gunnar Henderson, AL, and then we both went Kyle Tucker in the NL. Gunnar was just not that great. He wasn't terrible,
Gunnar
but he
was
wasn't.
also hurt most
Yeah.
of the year. So
And then Kyle Tucker, he was weird. He was like weird.
he also got hurt most
He
of the
got
year.
hurt most of the year, but then when he like finally figured it out, he figured it out. Like, it was just
I feel like...
strange.
So here's my theory with Kyle Tucker. He needs to be on a team where he's not the guy.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree with that, which is why he's going to the Dodgers.
No, that's why he's going to the Phillies, because these
I hope so.
most predictions actually have him going to the Phillies.
I hope so. I really hope so. I do hope so, because if I see him in a Dodgers uniform batting in the 8 hole, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
If he goes to the Phillies, it's more so like a kind of a fuck you to the Dodgers, and it's also like the Phillies are gonna pay me straight up.
Yeah.
Like, they're not gonna defer any money. They're just gonna be like, we're paying you to beat them.
Which is
This is part of why I want the Phillies to sign both him and Bregman. Because I'm like, I know y'all cheated. But
y'all know how to beat the Dodgers.
exactly. That's
The
my whole
Astros
thought
were the good
behind
guys
it.
all along.
Yes, the Astros the Astros 2017 team were actually the good guys all.
Believe it or not, they were the who do I say? Kind of the Joker, but the Joker wasn't ever a good guy though. Who do I say? Like what? Oh, he's the Snape. He's the Snape. That's exactly
Yes.
who he is. He's Snape. The Astros were Snape, where every time we thought they were the bad guy, we thought they were Yes, they were cheaters, but we knew what would happen if they let the Dodgers win.
Yeah. So that's where we're at.
Yeah. So then Nick went with Corey Seager and Fernando Tatis Jr. Corey Seager was not a bad. Corey Seager had a very underrated season.
Corey Seager, I feel like always
Did
has
he?
an underrated
He
season.
does. He always does. Like he always just quietly puts up like 6 wins above replacement. And you're like, oh shit, okay, cool. What did he
Corey
didn't even.
Seager's a dog, dude.
I don't think he finished in the top 20 in MVP voting.
Yeah, but even if he didn't, I'm not gonna fault the
No,
pick. Corey Seager's a dog,
and I think he put up 5 point something wins above replacement.
and it's
No,
Corey
six
Seager.
point two. He put up 6.2 wins above replacement this season,
He's just a dog.
and he didn't finish even in the top 25 in MVP voting. That's nuts.
It is nuts. Corey Seager's a
My
baller.
God, he put up. Well, the issue is he didn't play that many games. He only played 102 games.
He never does.
No, he
That's
never
the
does.
thing.
I know. That's what sucks. Is like Corey Seager always. It was always if he can stay healthy, this guy should win an MVP.
And it's unfortunate because he never does.
So if he played a full 162, that puts him at 9.8 wins above replacement. He almost put up a 10 WAR season
And
if he
he
just stayed
runs
healthy.
away with MVP at
Oh,
that point.
I don't know about that because Judge. That's the issue.
Judge.
Well, Judge and Cal Raleigh. So we'll start in the American League. We all know if Nick could have picked Judge was off limits. Everyone knew that Judge was off limits. So everyone knows if Nick could have picked who he wanted to pick, he would have picked Judge. And quite honestly, Brendan probably would have picked Judge. And quite honestly, if I was putting betting odds to it, I'm picking Judge as well.
Yeah.
Like everyone, it was kind of an obvious one, or it was that's the reason he was off limits. So, but Judge won it. I still disagree with the voting. I don't think it was.
I think Cal was more valuable.
Yes, I think Cal was more valuable, but I'm not mad at the voting. This isn't 2017 all over. Like that's Nick and JT were getting on my fucking nerves when they were saying it's
Well,
like 2017 all over again.
it
I'm like, it's
wasn't
not 2017 all over again if Cal Raleigh wins. If Cal Raleigh wins, it was a deserved win. Do I have to agree with that voting on that one? No. However, 2017 Judge got fucked. Like,
yeah, he did.
no question. Like,
And
without the cheating, he got fucked.
I'm not even really mad about it. Like, I mean, do I think Cal deserved it? Yes, because I think he played a more valuable position. However, Judge winning
Still
it
put up,
also, I'm
Judge,
like, you know what? You can argue it. I don't really care.
and he literally had the best triple. He had in baseball, he had the best batting average, on base percentage, slugging, and obviously that means OPS too.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, like he was buying a, and this is where people were fucking ridiculous because they were like, well, Cal Raleigh didn't even hit near as. You're right, Cal Raleigh didn't hit near as good. Not even close. Offense isn't the only thing we judge what the most valuable player is. We're talking about the most valuable hitter. That's Judge, no question. He was the best hitter in all of baseball, and it's relatively not even close. And honestly, Cal Raleigh wasn't even the second best hitter in all of baseball. He might not have been top 5 best hitter in all of baseball this season. He was
No.
arguably the most valuable player because he was a catcher who caught the entire season behind the dish, and not only that, played not very above average, but at least slightly above average defense at catcher. And also wins above replacement, I'm sorry, but for pitchers and catchers, scrap it. Scrap it. It is you cannot tell me that you can accurately predict how good a pitcher or a or a catcher is based on wins above replacement. You just cannot. Like that is those are two positions where the eye test and actually having to deep dive into the statistics, you have to do it with those two positions to get an accurate representation of
No,
how good that player
100%.
was. Anyways, I think it was Cal. It is hilarious to see Jose Ramirez finish third again. Does he ever finish anywhere else?
No.
He never finishes higher, like lower than like 10th. Okay, that's hilarious. I hit the nail on the head. I said I thought he finished third 3 times. He's finished third 3 times. 2017, 2018, and then last year. And then 2020 he finished second. 2021 sixth. 2022 fourth. 2023 10th. He is quietly going to be one of the greatest third basemen of all time.
Very quietly.
So quiet. Like it's like he should be. And you know what's funny? I don't know if he ends up being a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he should be. Like it's like right now he could retire, and I think he is arguably a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I would argue that too.
Like it's stupid. He's already got 57.6 wins above replacement this season. Or I'm sorry, this career, which is stupid. Anyways, Bobby Witt actually finished fourth, which I thought was kind of crazy because Bobby Witt put up 7.1 wins above replacement. That is a very quiet 7-win season.
To be fair, it is Bobby Witt. Like after his rookie season, you kind of expect that.
Well, I mean, his rookie season was crazy. He put up 4.3, but I think it was honestly his last year, his sophomore season, when he put up 9.4 wins above replacement. We were just kind of like, oh, so that's who this guy is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's the thing. You expect a sophomore slump,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't happen.
It didn't happen. And then this year, people are like, oh, he didn't even have that good of a year. And it's like, yeah, he put up 7.1 wins above replacement and finished fourth in MVP voting.
He's just that good.
Yeah, he is that good. But I feel like he's getting quickly the Mike Trout treatment a little bit, where it was like, yeah, he's just that good. Like, what do you expect? Like, it's
What do you
happening.
want him to do?
It's in 3 years, he went from being like, oh yeah, he's a young kid, to being like, oh no, he's just that good. Like, what do you expect?
That's where we're trending with Bobby Witt Jr. Really unfortunate, but that's where we're at.
Yep. All right. We'll run through quickly. Bryce Harper, the raw milk is winning.
It is.
Yeah.
Not great.
I didn't like the
Not
video.
Not great.
The video he just put out with the mustache. I was like, what is going on, man? Are you okay?
He kind of looks like Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yeah. I could see that.
Overall, not a bad look. Like, just generally.
No.
Not a bad look.
It's not Harper.
But as a Phillies fan, I'm sitting here like, aw, shit. We got Arthur Morgan playing first base. Does Arthur Morgan know how to field a ground ball?
We need Harper back. I don't know what happened to like fighting everybody, getting thrown out of baseball games. Bryce Harper. Like, did the children soften him up?
He still leads the league in ejections. And
yeah, but it's just not the same. It's not the same.
No. You need the actual fights.
Yes, like it hasn't. I haven't seen the "fuck you" Harper in a while. Like, I just haven't. It feels like since 2022, honestly.
That's part of the problem. You need that for Philly.
Yes.
And he just hasn't had that.
No, not at all. Also, Harper, apparently someone after, so let's back it up to the story that happened. So Rob Manfred comes into the Phillies clubhouse, and Harper is well known in the MLB Players Association, and Harper basically said, if you're here to talk about a salary cap, get the fuck out of our dugout, or out of our clubhouse. Which, fair. Like, honestly, fair take by Harper.
No, actually, a very...
Completely. That was in the middle of the season.
Fair.
Middle of the season, they're in a playoff race. Like, why the fuck are you there to talk about a salary cap right now? Get out of... And it was right before a game, too. Get the fuck out of the dugout. Or out of the clubhouse. No question. I agree with that. And then after he said that, apparently, someone went up to Harper and said, those are the kind of things that get you... that make you end up in a ditch. Which...
Like, are you in the fucking mafia?
Crazy statement. Like,
absolutely batshit statement.
Like I don't know if that happened. I mean, I'm not calling Harper a liar by any means, but the fact that it possibly did happen is insane to me. Like,
it's crazy.
Whoever said that is nuts. Like, it's a insane take. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do think that the owners have a almost mob mentality about them. But to say that to one of the biggest players in Major League Baseball history is insane.
No, completely. And that's where you're at right now. And you're saying that to one of the biggest players in the history of the sport. Like, I'm not going to put Harp up there with, like, Babe Ruth or any of them.
No. But I would say he's probably top 50 most recognized players in Major League Baseball history. I would say maybe top 100. I'd say top 100.
I would agree with that.
Because, I mean, he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated at 16 years old.
exactly.
He was marked the chosen one. Like, literally. Like, I'm not even making, like,
He was.
Yeah.
And marking him like that is just batshit to me.
Yeah. I mean, and that's why I say he's probably top 100 most recognizable baseball names of all time. It might be recency bias. It might be because I live in the year 2025. But if I were to drop a Christy
Me and
Mathewson,
Tyler are both old.
Yeah.
So
if I were to drop like a Christy Mathewson, do I think more people are going to know who that is or Bryce Harper? I'm going to go with Bryce Harper. However, Christy Mathewson was one of the greatest pitchers of all time. Anyways,
correct.
back to Paul Skeens like we normally do. There have been Paul Skeens trade rumors. Why? Like, why?
It is unfortunate that he is going to spend the majority of his adult life in Pittsburgh.
At least his young career. His first, I don't know.
5, 6?
I mean, at least he's already spent what? So this would be his second year. So this would be his second year. Next year would be he's not even arbitration eligible until 2020. Actually, no, that's going to change because that's going to be this year because he's definitely going to be a Super 2. So
Yeah.
he'll be first year arb eligible 2026. So
Good
that means
luck
his
to everyone
free
competing
agency will be in 2029.
Yeah, good luck to everyone competing in the two-lane competition when Paul Skeens' contract comes up.
Yeah, because you're gonna be like, oh, cool. I
Good
have to be on
fucking
team.
luck.
Good luck being team side. You just you lost. That's all I have to say. You lost.
All he has to do is the Tim Lincecum move, and you're fucked.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so he'll be a free agent in 2029 technically. So until at least earliest. I mean, I'm giving because the Pirates do Pirates things. I would say earliest is 2027, midway through the season, could be a
Probably.
potential trade. Like at the trade deadline in 2027, there could be a potential Paul Skeens trade. I still don't know if they do that, quite honestly. But that's earliest.
And that's the thing with Paul Skeens. Like, if you're returning prospects, all of them have to be top 10.
Basically. I mean, he's the best pitcher
In the fucking league.
in the league, no question. I was going to say on planet Earth, but I'm like, him or Tarek Skubal, I'm like, it's so close that I can't tell you. Like, you could tell me, I could tell you Paul Skeens today, and tomorrow I could tell you
Yes, 100%.
But yeah, so that's some stupid shit. And then the other Paul Skeens news that I saw that was so stupid was apparently someone in the clubhouse said that Paul Skeens wants to play for the Yankees. And Talking Baseball has been running with this topic for like the last fucking 2 weeks. And
All right. Well,
nobody said that.
it's
Nobody said
Talking Baseball.
Nobody
It's
said
Talking Baseball.
Literally nobody said that. I promise you nobody did. And if they did, it was the most tongue-in-cheek sentence ever because what happened is Paul Skeens said, I definitely do not want to play for the Yankees ever. And they were like, this will be funny. So then all of the media hype is now like, oh, Paul Skeens is talking about going to the Yankees. If he does, it will not be until at least 2027 midway through the season. At least. And even then you're probably looking more likely towards 2028.
Skeens was born in 2002. That fucking hurts. I'm not gonna lie.
You think it hurts you? I was 6.
Also, like, let's think about this. Paul Skeens is from fucking California.
Yeah, don't.
I don't know where Fullerton is.
Fullerton's is close to L.
Paul Skeens is an angel.
Yeah, that's what we'll see. Paul Skeens is. I think his favorite player was Mike Trout. I think. I don't know why I thought I saw that before.
I have seen.
Let's see. Paul Skeens liked growing up. He was an Angels fan. Come on. Yeah, his favorite player was Mike Trout. That's what I thought. Okay, I thought I found that. I didn't think I was making that up.
I'm not a liar. I'm just saying things.
So Paul Skeens to the Angels in 2027. That's what we want. No,
Well,
actually, I don't want that. I'm not gonna lie.
No. I don't want it. I don't want it. But I'm also like,
at least he doesn't go to the Dodgers.
Yeah, at least he's not a Dodgers fan. Like,
at least he's not on the Dodgers. Because man, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna do it.
My thing is, for me with Paul Skeens, it's like, I want him to go to a team that will contend for a World Series. But as long as it's not the Dodgers, I really don't care where it is.
You know what I heard? I heard his favorite saying is, "If you can't beat him, join him." So he's gonna go to the Cardinals.
You couldn't even get that out without laughing.
No, I couldn't. No, I couldn't. You're right. No, I don't think.
You couldn't.
No, I could not.
I mean, like,
I don't see Heim Bloom picking up, going and trading for Paul Skeens. I could see him trading away Paul Skeens,
well, yeah, of course, that one makes sense.
and he would get a lot of good prospects. We're gonna have a fantastic farm system here in about 5 years. But our major league team is gonna be slightly above 500, like usual, like what I'm used to. Anyways, last news and note, and I guess last thing on the docket for the day: Luis Ortiz and Emmanuel Clase are facing, what was it, 64 years prison time?
65.
65 years
65.
prison time for their betting scandal. For those who don't know, it has been found by, what's the standard for a arrest or arraignment hearing? It's a probable cause.
Wait, probable cause,
Yeah.
yeah.
At least probable cause that Luis Ortiz and Emmanuel Clase were gambling on games in the middle, quite literally in the middle of games. There's a text thread of Emmanuel Clase texting in the middle of a game, right after he came out of a game pitching. Where, who was it that swung at a pitch not even close to the strike zone?
Andy Paz.
Andy Paz. Yeah, where Andy Paz swung at a pitch that was 48 feet, hitting the dirt, and Paz swung at it. And Clase sent like the emoji and like was laughing, texting about how he just blew that. Yeah, so Luis Ortiz and Emmanuel Clase are no longer going to be allowed in Major League Baseball ever again.
No.
I don't think they'll actually spend prison time, quite honestly. I don't think they'll spend any prison time.
I don't foresee prison time. I'm pretty sure they're just going to end up back in the D.
Yep, which is going to be crazy. I wonder, will he qualify then for the Baseball Classic at least then?
That's an interesting one because
Yeah. I'm like,
my thought process is no.
however, that has nothing to do with Major League Baseball though. I mean, there
It
is gambling that
doesn't.
happens in the WBC though.
There is.
So I'm like,
my
man.
initial thought process is no. However, I don't see a way to
Stop
ban
it.
him
Yeah.
from it.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, how do you ban him from that? Because I'm like, it has nothing to do with Major League Baseball.
Regardless, we are going to be covering the WBC
Can't
because
wait. Paul Skeens just said he's
also,
going to be in it too.
fuck yeah, go USA.
Team USA looks so good this year.
God,
Last
it looks
time-
fucking awesome.
Not last year, 2 years ago when they did it. The only issue was their ace pitcher that year was freaking Mitch Keller,
No, it was
or was
fucking
it Merrill Kelly?
No, it was Lance. It was Lance Lynn.
Lance Lynn in our year 2024 was your
Yes.
ace.
Yes. This year we got Paul Skeens.
Thank God.
Because we have Paul, we might get Tarek. We
Oh my
might
God. If we
Could
get
you
Tarek,
imagine a
I'm looking at the
Paul
league right.
Skeens, Tarek Skubal 1-2?
I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. The captain is going to be Judge right now. Bobby Witt, Mookie Betts, Bryce Harper, Gunnar Henderson. Oh my God. Oh my God.
We're gonna stick
Oh my
Gunnar
God.
at third.
Gunner's going to have to play third.
Gunnar at-
Mookie Betts is going to have to play second. Mookie Betts might win the Gold Glove this year for the fucking at shortstop. And he might have to play second. Harper, yeah, at first, that's duh. Outfield is looking like Judge, Carroll, Tucker. That's disgusting. And then, oh my God. And then catchers look like Cal Raleigh, Will Smith, or Adley. Cal Raleigh and Will Smith are the two
Bring
best
all
hitting
three
catchers.
of them.
Yeah, I'm like, those
Bring
are
all three.
And then DHs look like right now Mike Trout and Kyle Schwarber. Which, hang on, I'm sorry, but you know who I think is going to make a.
Bring Pete.
No, you know
Bring
who I was.
Pete.
You know, well, I like Pete too, but you know who I was thinking might make a burst onto the scene for that one? Nick Kurtz. Exactly.
Bring him as
Bring in the
as a
big
first.
Amish. Bring in big Amish.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Ooh.
No, dude. USA World Baseball Classic 2026 is going to be a fucking problem. That team is going to be nasty.
Skeens already said he's in. PCA said he's in. Carroll said he's in. Judge said he's in. Witt said he's in and Raleigh said he's in. That's already
Also,
nasty.
PCA's defense is probably the best in center field I've ever seen.
Arguable, but I agree. He is fantastic defensively. The only thing that I hate Mark DeRosa as manager. I'm sorry, I just don't like him
No,
as a
I
manager.
know, I agree with you there.
But the
That's a
other pitching,
terrible.
the other coaching staff is pretty sick. Right now, the pitching coach is Andy Pettit. The hitting coach is Matt Holliday.
Yo,
First base coach Greg Lombard. Third base coach Dino Ebel.
Dino Evil,
Yep,
really?
yep. Bullpen coach David Ross. Assistant manager Freddie Gonzalez, Brian McCann, and Michael Young. I fucking love that
That's
coaching staff.
fucking great,
Other than,
actually.
I mean, you sold me at pitching coach Pettit and then hitting coach Holiday. I was like, hello, that's nice.
Yeah,
Then you throw Brian McCann and Michael Young on top of it, and I'm like, this coaching
dude,
staff is legit.
dude, I'd bring Jackson just as a fucking cherry on top. Like, yeah, no, your son gets to play. Fuck it. Who the hell cares?
Your son gets to play. Your son gets
A singular inning.
when they're up
He,
by like 15 already.
yeah. Like, Jackson gets to hit a grand slam. We don't give a fuck.
I mean, that team is fucking loaded. Like, all we need is pitching. Just DeGrom, you're older now. You can
Jake,
say what you want.
just be the ace of this team, please.
No, Paul Skeens is the ace of this team. Be
You
the
could be
two,
the second. Be the second guy.
which
I
is
don't give.
nuts. Like,
I would also give Jake the ace profile just because I don't care. It's Jake DeGrom.
it is Jacob DeGrom. It's hard to like. No, and I lied. I was right. First of all, for 2024, Merrill Kelly was the ace of the staff.
Honestly, I thought it was fucking Lance.
I mean, Lance Lynn was on the team, but he was definitely not the ace.
I know, but he pitched the last game. So.
He did pitch the last game. Like, starting pitching staff last time they did it in 2024. Merrill Kelly, Lance Lynn, Nick Martinez,
like,
Miles Michaelis, Adam Wainwright, Brady Singer. That's not good.
Let's think about it right now.
And Kyle Freeland.
Paul Skeens right now is better than all of those guys, and Paul Skeens was always going to pitch for Team USA.
Yeah, I do love that.
Like, it's Paul Skeens, dude. Like, the guy went to Air Force.
Well, I didn't realize Ken Griffey Jr. was the hitting coach last time they did it.
He was, yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
It's just you need that. Like you need that, and
Okay. Do we get Paul Skeens, Tarek Skubal? Paul Skeens, Tarek Skubal.
I honestly think with the next All-Star game being in Philly, I think we do.
We get Paul Skeens, Tarek Skubal, Garrett Crochet, Hunter Brown, Logan Webb.
I think we do.
I'd be so if that happened, does
Could
Brian
you
Wu come pitch for the
fucking
Team USA?
imagine? Brian Wu might do it.
I mean, I don't know. I know he qualifies for
Taiwan.
I don't know his.
I think Brian Wu is Taiwan.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try that. Regardless, I think he qualifies for another team. However, wouldn't it be sick if he went and pitched for Team USA?
It would be sick.
Oh, like what do we? Man, I'm just I think if in a dream scenario where it's Paul Skeens, Tarek Skubal, Garrett Crochet, Hunter Brown, and Logan Webb, just hand them the trophy. Like, I think finally they have brought the dream team together.
I would agree.
Because, I mean, I felt like 2024 was a very good offense, but their pitching was just horrid.
100%.
And you can't win that many. Pitching is what wins championships. Like, it just does, unfortunately. Like, sure, the Blue Jays went with half the pitching that was needed. However, they didn't win the World Series. The Dodgers won the World Series because Yoshinobu Yamamoto was just like, you know what, I'm going to pitch all of the games.
If Japan can't do that shit, all right.
Which, are we going to get Roki Sasaki throwing 102 again? Like, 102 with a devastating split.
Here's my
going 5 2/3.
That third baseman they have coming up, right? Murakami.
Yeah.
His hit rate against 93 plus was awful. So
good luck against Paul Skeens' 93-mile-an-hour splinker.
exactly. Like if I'm the US, I'm like, interesting. That's noted. I'm gonna throw high fastballs every fucking time and see how long it
Which
takes him to
what did I
swing.
just like out of all of the guys that I just mentioned, which one of them doesn't have a power fastball? I don't think I mentioned a starting Logan Webb. He's the only one that
Logan
doesn't.
Webb's the only one.
Yeah. Other than
Logan
that,
Webb's the only one.
Paul Skeens, he can touch 100.
And
Derek
that's
Crochet can touch
if
100.
they
Tarek Skubal can touch
get
100.
to it.
Tarek Skubal can touch 100.
Logan
Look,
Webb is the
like
last
Hunter
resort.
Brown. Hunter Brown might be the least power pitcher of those four, and Hunter Brown can still get you a 99.
Hunter Brown can get you 100 if you want him.
Yeah, that's why I'm like it's stupid. It's stupid the power pitching that they got going on for them. If that all happened, I don't think it will, quite honestly, because they've always historically had issues getting the best pitchers to show up for good reason. But
For
Paul
good
Skeens,
reason.
but
But
Paul
like,
Skeens being the first domino to fall is big. That's big. It like
that's huge.
it's it
Because he will start putting out calls.
and it puts pressure on everyone else to be like, hey, yeah, sure, you might be one of the best pitchers in the league. The best pitcher in the league just said he's gonna go.
Exactly.
Like the guy who is only 23 or 20.
He's 20
Yeah,
he's
23
23.
said, you know what? Yeah, I'm going. I'm gonna risk my career basically. Like, cause he is. What happens if he goes, tears his UCL, and never the same? It could happen.
Don't matter. He won a gold medal with the
Yeah,
USA.
I mean, and that's what he wants, and I love it. I love that thought process. Like, it's
It
cool.
is definitively more important to win a medal with your country than it is to win the World Series. Like, I know how important the World Series is, but winning a medal with your country means a lot more.
I think it depends on who you ask, but I can definitely see the argument. Like, it depends on who you ask.
I agree. I agree with you. But
But
like
Paul Skeens,
winning
I'll say it does.
Paul Skeens, this is his fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah, yeah, which I do love. There is something that's really cool about that.
Like, dude, you have no idea how much I would love to see Paul Skeens pitch game 1 of that series and then end up closing it out. Like, I would be beside myself.
Have it be championship game, Japan versus, because we all know it's probably well, I don't know though, because there's so many good teams that go. I mean, Team Japan is always really good.
It's
Puerto
either
Rico is
gonna
always
be
really good. Dominican
Japan
Republican is always really good.
or it's gonna be Japan or DR.
I mean, Puerto Rico is always really good too.
They are, but they're not what they used to be.
True, they're not what they used to be, but I don't know what their roster looks like for so far for
Well, I mean, they don't have Yachty anymore, so
True, but he's probably going to coach it.
probably. But
I mean,
my thought process here is
right
they
now
don't have.
the captain is Francisco Lindor, then it's Carlos Correa, Willie Castro, Kike, Victor Caratini, George Springer, Elliot Ramos, Javi Baez, yeah, Riley Green. They're good. They are good, but not the same. Like, I still think they're a step below. Yeah, so right now the lineup looks like for Puerto Rico, Lindor, Ramos, Green, Springer, Correa, Castro, Hernandez, Kike, Javi Baez, Victor Caratini. And then rotation looks like Seth Lugo, Barrios, Eduardo Rivera, Stroman. Yeah, I'm not that moved.
You shouldn't be.
I'm moved, but I'm not. Like, if it wasn't for what Team USA and what Japan is going to put out there and what Dominican Republic is going to put out there, I'd be much more moved. But still a good roster. Still a very good roster.
No, it's a very good roster. I'm not sidetracking that. I'm just saying.
So, and then for DR, it looks like okay, this is why I'm not moved. Ketel Marte, Fernando Tatis Jr., Juan Soto, Jose Ramirez, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Rafael Devers, Willie Adames, Julio Rodriguez, Yainer Diaz. That's pretty nuts.
That's nuts.
Like, that's pretty nuts. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty strong. Yeah, that looks pretty nuts. Okay. Anyways, enough talk about the WBC. We'll get there when we get there. Anyways, everyone knows where to like, subscribe, follow, share, everything like that.
Yes, sir.
We are out of here. We will be back hopefully next week with hopefully Nick and Sean. I wanted to do more like games where we did like guess the player, things like that. I wanted to do more of that once we have them here. It's just hard to do with two of us. I also want to do.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go through like. I want to think of a segment where we go through like every team and give like our Mount Rushmores kind of thing.
Well, that would be fun,
Yeah,
actually.
I think that would be cool.
Well,
Either that
I
or we
mean,
do. Either that or we could do
there's an
like
obvious for the Phillies. It's like if you don't have Mike Schmidt on it,
you
you
have to.
kind of
You have to.
yeah, exactly. Like if you're a Phillies
I feel like
fan,
for every team, there's going to be your obvious ones. There's like Cardinals,
oh,
Stan
100%.
Musial, like
Yeah,
Yankees,
you have to
Babe
put
Ruth.
Stan Musial. There are certain players that are obvious.
Yeah, yeah. There's, I mean, even Angels, Mike Trout. Honestly, like you have to put him on there.
Exactly. Like there are certain players that are obvious, and then after that, you can break it down.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the plan. Hopefully, we get Nick and Sean back at some point. They should be here, or else we'll fire them. It's not like we pay them anyways. We don't get paid, so
We don't.
no, we don't pay them. We don't pay ourselves. All right. Well, that's the pod. I forgot that my neighbor's mowing right now, so that's good. All
Your
right.
neighbor's mowing right now.
Yes.
Sure, man. Whatever.
All right. Later, everybody.
Peace.